Hey guys, this is Anarchy.
This is Goblin in Green.
And we're here to bring you a movie review. We're going to be talking about the Xmen Apocalypse.
As the title would suggest, it's about the villain Apocalypse trying to take over the Earth in a very apocalyptic way.
That's horrible. For me, it's definitely a reboot. You can tell they're rebooting the X-Men now and changing it.
Well, yeah, definitely.
We got some new actresses.
And actors.
Yeah. We got a new Scott Summer, a new Jean Grey. We got
a new Storm.
We got the same Wolverine.
we got a new Storm. We got a new Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Did they recast Angel? Or Angel?
They recast
an Angel too.
I'm pretty sure they did. I didn't remember.
Yeah. Angel's been recasted. Yeah. And
anyone else?
Not really that I can think of right now.
But three good things.
Okay.
The casting. I think almost every cast member was perfect.
Yeah.
We'll get into the thing later. The plot was very well thought out.
Yeah.
It wasn't like when Civil War when the villain could have not been in the movie and it wouldn't have made a difference. This time the villain actually made a difference to the movie.
Had a point.
He had a point to being in the movie. We'll get into Civil War. Don't worry, guys. Next time on movie reviews or something. Let's see. So that's 2 there. 3 was the character development. I thought the character development was really well done.
Yeah.
From going from character to character, it was done really well. They even managed to do 2 characters at the same time.
Yeah, it was a very strategic way to do it. And I feel like it was probably the best they could have done, not establishing most of the characters beforehand.
Yeah.
I feel like it was done very, very successfully. And the characters that they needed to focus on, they focused on. And the characters that they didn't, they kind of, were like, well, this isn't integral to the plot. And we can.
I'm also going to add in, I'm a sucker for Easter eggs. And there were some good Easter eggs in here. Like Blob and stuff.
There was Blob and all that stuff.
That was really cool to just kind of see that,
You know what I mean? They did the fucking Juggernaut.
Yes.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! Fucking boom!
That was an X-Men Last Stand, dude. That movie did not do very well.
Hey, worth it for the Juggernaut name.
Worth it?
Totally worth it. So here's the 3 bad things that you got.
Okay, 3 bad things. Nothing's that bad to really affect the movie, like completely just destroy it.
That's the thing about this movie is there's nothing that really, everything there kind of feels like, okay, that's there for the movie.
It works.
They don't really have a lot of stuff that really goes nowhere. Maybe, I thought you'd bring up the Wolverine.
I'm going to. I wanted to say that for the very final one. So I'm thinking of 2 others. We could...
You're on the clock.
Maybe the fact that I wish I would have seen more from Apocalypse's 4 minions, and we'll call them minions. We had Angel, Storm,
Magneto,
and who was the other girl, the chick?
Psylocke.
Psylocke. Okay, never mind. Forget that all. Psylocke, yeah. Psylocke, they just didn't do enough for me, honestly, in the movie. As army. I would have liked it if they would have stormed the White House.
Just stormed into the White House.
They stormed the White House, guys.
Get it? Because Storm's there.
I get.
She could storm the White House.
Yeah, she could.
Yeah.
And I felt like let's say Apocalypse was just to invade the White House. That would have been a really cool scene or something. Something to give the team an action scene where they just kick a whole lot of butt.
Yeah.
I felt like they didn't really get a scene. They got a scene where they got their butts kicked. But no scene where they kicked butt.
The biggest thing with the 4 Horsemen is that they're such a big part of Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Is that he in every incarnation, he usually does have the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah.
And that's been a whole staple of him. And also, it doesn't help that the whole Apocalypse storyline was a long string of comics.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Not like a 20-minute, 20-hour movie.
Yeah. Fucking long movie, though.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good. I just felt like there should have been more behind them.
Okay.
With action. And then the 3rd one is Wolverine, which is minor. Wolverine, speaking as a writer, and you understand this, and we've already
I get it.
Really had a little hashing about this earlier before, because we wanted to get this over with.
No, I understand.
I would have not, if I was in charge, if I was the director and I was doing casting, I would have not cast Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, because he's going to do another Wolverine movie, and then they're getting a new Wolverine. Odds are it's going to be Tom Hardy, because there's been a lot of stuff going around that's Tom Hardy.
Who would be, by the way, a good replacement for Hugh Jackman. He has the height and he has the bust.
But the thing is, they are rebooting it. They are getting rid of Hugh Jackman. People who aren't as invested into comments and stuff
yeah.
are going to be really off-put. They'll be confused, you know?
It's true.
I mean, like, it happened a lot really badly with Iron Man 2. People were like, wait, what? Because Brody's actor was changed.
Yeah, but it was Iron Man 2. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It was a Marvel movie.
I really enjoyed Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse. I thought
I agree with you.
he killed it.
Yeah.
Like, he pretty much he slayed it. He had the presence. He had the look. He had the voice. It was all very perfect. The best thing didn't look exactly like the comics, but you know it's a movie.
I would say it's probably the best X-Men villain we've had to date.
Well, I mean, and it fits too because he is one of the big bads of the X-Men.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically Darkseid for X-Men.
Yeah. We did have the Sentinels, but they weren't that big in the movie.
But the biggest problem with the Sentinels is they're such a hard idea to put in.
Yeah.
And have it make... Like, in a cartoon, it's easier to be like,
Yeah.
oh, giant robots. But in a movie...
It's really weird.
It's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in Days of Future Past, they did them very well.
And people in real life, you know, it's a real life X-Men movie. Yeah. They're trying to keep it as realistic so that people can actually buy these X-Men, but at the same time go as corny as possible. It's why Wolverine doesn't wear yellow spandex in the movies.
Totally should.
Totally should. We should just go with the orange ones.
Yeah, of course.
Go even more retro.
Okay, so my next good thing would be the character development with Magneto. I thought was done very well.
I will agree with you.
His moments, like his emotional moments, resonated with the audience very well.
Yeah.
And really, really, really believable that Magneto would act this way.
Probably the most emotional character in the... Every scene he had was just very emotional.
He had I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously.
Although I would have liked a moment if Quicksilver would have actually told his dad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he won't do that.
Yeah, that was just kind of stupid.
And then the third good thing that I liked was I liked the scope of the movie, how big it actually was. It did feel, to me, it felt like a finale, a good finale.
Definitely, yeah.
X-Men Days of Future Past was really big too.
Yeah.
It's just they kind of with time travel. It's very hard. It's very hard to like. You can have big events in time travel, but it's time travel, so then you can cancel them and they never happen.
Yeah.
With the Apocalypse thing, I think that will resonate in that universe.
Well, a big event happened in that universe. I mean, like they had the Earth being just ripped apart. You can't. It's really hard to go back from that. I mean, like they'll be rebuilding for months. Yeah. Just cinematically.
But they got a good looking giant pyramid in like Cairo. Looks pretty good.
Hell yeah. That's what matters at the end of the day, kids. Not that bridges and people were murdered.
They got a
pyramid in Cairo now. We have a good pyramid.
He really outdid himself with the first pyramid was like, oh, that's pretty good. The second pyramid is like amazing.
Well, it is much more advanced too from where he was. He was raw.
Okay, so it's three. Oh, and it's a bonus. A fourth thing that I liked was the gods thing. I liked how they expanded on.
Yeah, I knew you would love the gods. You love your gods.
It was so great.
He loves his anime and his gods.
The three things that I didn't like.
Boy, here we go.
Again,
this will be hard for you.
There's not a lot, but there are nitpicks that are like I kind of don't like that. I'm starting, like I said to you before, we were talking about this. I'm starting to agree with a lot of the X-Men people. I'm getting a bit sick of Mystique. She's not traditionally like it's kind of weird seeing her training X-Men. It's just to me it's weird because I always felt that she was usually she's always with Magneto all the time, and it's kind of weird that she's spending more time with Xavier. And if they keep doing this, I kind of won't buy a bond between her and Magneto. Yeah, because of how many times that they don't interact.
Well, my biggest problem is they're weaving it around. Like, we've gone from her being with Xavier to her being with Magneto to her being on her own, and, like, Magneto's trying to kill her, and then back to Xavier. It's like, decide, girl, where you want to be. Do you want to be with Xavier, or do you want to be with Magneto? She can't make up her damn mind. She just can't.
Choose a man.
Choose the side. Captain America or Iron Man. No, wrong movie franchise.
And the second thing,
should have said Batman or Superman.
Second thing that I didn't really particularly care for was I got to go with you on the Four Horsemen. I feel like they were a little bit underdeveloped for what they were doing.
They look badass.
They looked great.
Angel took like 10 seconds to take down. You just trapped in a little cage.
Oh my god, I know.
The girl with the sword, she sort of put up a fight, but she was just fighting coming. She's got a few minutes.
She's coming back.
Yeah,
because you saw the look that she gave. That she's like, I'm
she's one of those characters who's like, I will be back.
Right.
And then who else? We had Storm.
Storm was okay. I did buy her change back to the Xmen because she's like, I love Mystique and Apocalypse Strength.
Yeah, I was okay with that. I wish I would have seen more Storm stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just a little bit. Like, she can shoot lightning down from the sky, especially since Apocalypse unleashed
her power on the ball.
Yeah, I know, but just a little bit. There wasn't, like, she could have, like, threw tornadoes and stuff at them. Like, come on, Storm. I know she's new and she hasn't been fully trained, but he unleashed her powers. She should be, like, hurling them into tornado.
But still, you can unleash anyone's power and they'll still suck at their job.
Yeah.
And the last thing
just ask the Xmen.
The last thing that I didn't really like is kind of hard because there's only kind of two things I don't really like. But the second thing I'd probably say is I don't like how many times they break that fucking mansion. So many fucking times. Every time. Every movie, that mansion.
It's almost as bad as, like,
leveled.
It's almost as bad as Nolan with the Red Manor. We lose it in the first movie, and then we get, like, some stupid penthouse.
Because Raish Al Ghul brings it now.
No, Luke, it's Raz.
No, it's Ducard.
It's Raz.
It's Ducard too, as well. He's Raz's servant.
It's Raz Al Ghul, guys. Totally. Yeah. That's totally what his name is.
Hashtag real Raish.
Yeah. Like if you like Raish.
We should legit just do RSH. Raish.
Yeah. It's pronounced Raish, guys. Come on. Even in Batman Beyond, they mention it.
Okay. I think that's all I got, really, is that mansion gets fucked up too many times. So I never feel bad whenever that mansion gets destroyed, because I'm like, they're going to fucking put it back together. And they put it back together in the same fucking movie that they destroyed.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that's...
Xavier went bald. Finally. We've got Lex Luthor to go bald, guys.
Okay, so ratings. What would you give it out of 10?
I would probably give it... I'm going to give it a 7.5.
7.5.
The reason why it doesn't get a full 10 is because, first of all, it's a Marvel.
Oh my god, you're so...
I'm just joking.
Because it's Marvel.
Well, reason why is because, well, the X-Men aren't my favorite thing in the world, as you guys will see when we do comic book reviews, because there's no X-Men comic books. Maybe we'll pick up something. But I've never been a huge, obsessed X-Men fan. But I've seen all the movies and stuff, and they were all okay.
Already, X-Men fans,
yeah,
it's just you see all that
I will stab you with butter knives through my fingers like Wolverine. Come to Anarchy's house and just wreck him.
Yeah, but anyways, 7.5.
Yeah.
7.5.
What else? What are the reasons? It was done very well.
Yeah. I could totally tell that it was the original director who did the first couple movies.
Yeah, we had that original theme back. I will give
so great.
Okay, I will give X-Men that. The music
is
excellent.
I love the thing when they from the first movie when they went through the DNA, but this time they went through the history. And
that was very well done. Very cool.
It was very clever. Very clever.
Because that's what we're actually doing. We're going to the future.
Yeah.
Back to the future.
The days of future have passed.
Someone needs to lock you up and throw the fucking key away. Anyways,
that basically, because you kind of had to explain it.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe we could have had some cooler, more X-Men, students, because
throw a bunch. We had Jubilee.
Yeah, but she did nothing.
She didn't even throw her fireworks.
I mean, we could have at least had Jubilee join. We should have had more members of the X-Men.
She's not in the X-Men, but she's in Xavier's school.
I said in the X-Men.
Okay. So me. What would I give it out of 10? I'll probably give it... I'll give it a 7. I won't give it a 7.5, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Because I don't like 0.5.
Well, you know what? I could about 0.6, 0.3, but
I could have done a 7.1.
Yeah.
But anyways, a 7. Give it a 7. For all the reasons I listed, it was very enjoyable. The real question is...
Film Talker was really well, too.
Yeah, The real question is, and I know we talked about this, since we've had Batman vs Superman,
Civil War,
can't speak and now X-Men.
Wait, never mind. I was gonna say Deadpool, but I think
no, I'm counting teen movies.
Yeah.
I'm doing like kind of like teen movies or like introduction kind of movies.
Yeah.
Because they both came out within like 2 months of each other. What was your favorite movie? What was the better movie? Do you think Civil War, Batman vs Superman, or X-Men?
I wonder which one I'm gonna say. I'm a hardcore DC fan and Batman fan. So I'm gonna have to give it Batman vs Superman. That one touched me the most emotionally because I haven't got a good Batman since 1989.
Oh, yeah, since 1989.
Yeah.
Since
then, nothing.
What about the Nolan Batman?
We're gonna get into that, but I can't talk about Nolan Batman. I'll be like, this video will be like way too long if I start talking about Nolan's Batman.
We'll both go way too long because then I'll start talking about Scarecrow and Two-Face.
You're already doing it. You have to resist. Okay. So that's first, like just because. I even called Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah, you did. He called it like a 2 year.
Yeah, I wrote a script of Batman with
I want Ben Affleck to play. Okay, how about this? Let's take out. Let's completely take out.
Well, we can add it. We can just do second, third place. So for second place, I would go X-Men Apocalypse. Yeah. Because people would obviously know what I would pick if I took Batman vs Superman out of X-Men Apocalypse. And then third place is Civil War. Sorry, guys, everyone who loves Civil War. It just the villain. What villain?
They used I like how they completely wasted
two villains.
No. Again, Marvel with wasting villains or underdeveloping villains or just.
It was bad enough when they wasted one villain in the last movie, but they wasted two in this movie. The one at the beginning and the one at the end. It was like such a waste.
I get it, you get by because your heroes are funny and blah blah blah. But the thing is, what makes the heroes great is the villains.
Yeah.
Look at Batman.
Look at Spider-Man. They got they're
both great heroes.
And I chose one from Marvel too, so relax, Marvel fans.
I will have to go with your order too. I do agree. Batman vs Superman had too many moments where I just lost.
Yeah, where I was just like, this is like the greatest. There was quite a few problems with it, but the moments where it was like, oh my god, they did what we wanted them to do. It was like it's unreal in a way. It was because I haven't liked DC as long as you have, obviously. Yeah. But even as like a short term, like I've been into DC for like I think grade 11.
Yeah, it's been.
Well, you had some comics, but you weren't really.
It wasn't.
It took Batman the Arkham games to really get you into it. I think
it was because after the Arkham games, I started.
And then you met me, and then I got you obsessed with it. It's an X-Men movie review, not a DC thing.
I will have to say yes. I did definitely prefer Apocalypse over Civil War, and it's not even because I don't like Marvel. I like the movie. Yeah. It's just I feel like Civil War simply was not as big as Apocalypse, and I feel like Apocalypse had a better villain and a lot of better characters in it.
I can agree with that.
I feel like they did throw in a lot of heroes, but it wasn't. X-Men does it. That's just what they do. Yeah. They have so many mutants that they throw into movies.
Yeah.
And X-Men usually gets clearance because of how many characters that they actually have. Yeah. When I was watching Civil War, I mean, I was like, okay, Spider-Man, that's cool, but for some reason, I couldn't comprehend why he was in the movie in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, I know why, because they want to be like, haha, we have Spider-Man now. But it was kind of like, okay, Iron Man knows about Spider-Man. For some reason, I don't know.
I'm going to say two things. I'm going to say, first of all, why I preferred X-Men over Civil War is because I like seeing evolving in characters. I like to see characters evolve and change throughout the movies. It's why I love Batman vs Superman, because you get to see Batman evolve and you get to see Superman evolve and Wonder Woman into the characters that they will one day be for Justice League. They're not yet at that stage where they can be a team. Yeah. They're evolving. It's the same with X-Men. We're seeing Scott Summer evolve into Cyclops. Yeah. We're seeing Jean Grey evolve. We're seeing all these so Charles Xavier evolve. Even Magneto, all the villains, everything. I love it. I love seeing evolving. That's one of my favorite things. I'm looking at superhero movies and just movies in general. I like to see a character evolve through the story.
Speaking of evolving, I would have loved it if they didn't kill off Darwin, but they did. That really pissed me off. By the way, anyways, continue.
And then the second thing I'm going to say is, if you were an X-Men fan and you You gotta have a little bit of an open mind because the villain is a little different. Go to this movie. It's definitely worth watching. Like even if you like a hardcore, it's still a fun movie. Just go there, have some fun, watch a movie, grab some popcorn.
I definitely feel like the criticism of it is too. It's
way too much.
Far too harsh. It is not.
It's way too much. Guys, it's not that bad. It's really good. It's 7 out of 10. That's an amazing score. Like it's not bad than fucking Dark Knight.
I would I just for some reason whenever there's like a Marvel-esque like an Avengers movie, which Civil War was an Avengers movie, make no mistake, it was Avengers.
Yeah, it wasn't Captain.
No one it was Avengers with more of a focus on Captain America
and no Hulk,
but it was Avengers
and or Thor.
Yeah, but those two characters suck. So why would you bother?
I'm
gonna get a lot of hate for that.
Yeah, you're gonna get like yelled at now. What? Thor is like amazing. Chris Hemsworth is like.
I mean, maybe he couldn't. Like maybe like he was swinging his hammer too much and his arm got
He was doing The Huntsman. That's why he was doing The Huntsman, which was a horrible movie. Don't watch it.
You didn't hear my joke.
I heard you.
Not good.
I just ran through it because
you didn't.
If I stop to listen to everybody your funny jokes, I'll be like 80 years old by the time this video.
But you get it though because his name.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I get it.
But definitely
go to this movie. It's better than Xmen Last Stand by far. It's better than Xmen Wolverine Origins by far. It's maybe even better than Xmen 1.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's just slightly better, but it's still really good. Like a really good movie. Like if you want a good movie to go to that's super related.
By the way, you're getting a lot of hate for saying that. BT Dubs, Xmen. What?
Yeah. I am. But you're gonna get more hate because you made fun of Thor and Hulk.
Well, they're not good characters. I don't know what to say.
Stop! You're gonna kill her. Okay.
And ready for the dislikes.
I think I know what Luke is gonna say, and he was gonna say is the season of a Marvel movie, and whenever a Marvel movie comes out, other superhero movies get trashed on.
For a straight, I don't know why.
Because every other movie has to be like a Marvel movie. Okay. I mean, like if we had something with a darker theme, like Batman vs Superman, that's out of the.
Well, my biggest problem is when people are complaining about Batman vs Superman, like it's too dark, it's too gritty, it's humorless, it's not funny, and then they don't apply that to The Dark Knight, which is dark and gritty and humorless. It's essentially, ostensibly the same tone, but a different movie made way back, and they don't apply the same amount of criticism to each. Yeah. It's very biased, and I do feel like Marvel, while making good movies, they have kind of set a tone of what superhero movies should be and what they shouldn't.
And everyone just expects it to be exactly like that for every superhero movie, whether it's DC, whether if, let's say, Vertigo made one, or if Hellboy gets a movie, or...
And the thing was about Apocalypse, too.
Spawn.
That's coming. Yeah. And the thing that I noticed really about Apocalypse is how dark it actually was. Yeah. Like there was blood, there was guts, there was not guts.
The Wolverine scene, I think, had the most blood.
Yeah. There was brutal deaths. Like remember the person getting crushed. Yeah. And it was awesome. It was a very, very brutal, violent
and I feel like that's going to be the reason it's going to get hit on a lot.
But the thing is, it was warranted. It was good. It wasn't there for the sake of violence. It was
necessary.
It was necessary.
But the problem is, everyone compares it to a Marvel movie, which is happy.
Which is like, I got a little bit of blood.
I feel my shield bounces off walls.
Or like Rhodey gets crippled or some shit. I would have killed him.
Anyways, guys, this is the Nerds United bringing you another movie review. Have a good night. Like and subscribe and comment. Start a debate. What did you think of X-Men Apocalypse? Did you think it was better than Civil War? What's your top 3 superhero movies, like team up superhero movies this year? Let us know down in the comments.
Also, Thor and Hulk suck.